Millions do this every day, waiting in line, weighted down with bags, fighting frustration. But Jack Vroom thought he'd skip all of this. He bought himself a lifetime in first-class travel.
They had to put 20 extra pages in there.
Where haven't you been? He spent the price of a house on unlimited first-class travel for himself and a companion after a friend told him about the AA AirPass program.
It's called an AirPass that I bought back when I was rich. And American Airlines had a program by which you could buy an AirPass, and you could then fly wherever you wanted to on American Airlines with somebody else forever, first class. And then I thought, wow, if I wanted to go look at carbon fiber mufflers for Ducatis in Milan, you could just go.
And he did just that. There were day trips to Italy, the Grand Canyon, weekly trips across America to see his son play sport, then further afield to India, China. He even made arrangements with musician friends to fly them to London whenever they needed to go. He racked up a whopping 38 million air miles, enough to go round the world more than 1,500 times. It was 20 years of luxury living. But then it all started to go wrong on one of those trips to London's Heathrow.
When I got off the plane, someone who had been on the plane with me, I think, gave me an envelope that had a letter in it that said my AirPass had been suspended completely, and that I defrauded American out of several $1 million worth of costs, and that I was not allowed to fly on American ever again, no matter what.
That was 4 years ago, and the fight goes on. Jack Vroom thinks American decided he was costing them too much money and wanted out of the deal.
With the AirPass, you were earning miles on the flights as well. So the real incentive was you fly for free, but you could bank miles that then you could redeem for friends and family members. So it was like you were getting paid to fly. So the incentive to stay on the ground wasn't there. I do think they definitely underestimated the savviness of their customers.
The tickets were life-changing, and for some, it's probably fair to say it completely went to their heads. One AirPass holder whose ticket was also stopped is said to have picked random people out of the crowds at check-in to offer them surprise first-class trips as his companion. Another is thought to have earned $2,000 a month to fly a friend from the US to the UK for treatments in a health clinic.
I think the PR and the media was on their side with this. You know, this airline is in bankruptcy, they're embattled, and these people are taking them for all it's worth. So I think they calculated the PR cost of doing this and decided that it would make sense in the long run.
American may now have this shiny new ad campaign, but times have changed in the airline industry. Profits have fallen, and many companies have had to look for drastic cost-cutting measures. The days of an unlimited first-class ticket are well and truly gone. American Airlines do still offer an AirPass, but it only offers discounts on last-minute travel. It won't comment at present on Mr. Vroom's situation, but it has said,
as part of our ongoing security practices and normal business operations at American Airlines, we actively analyze all our ticketing and program policies for any improper activity, including with our AirPass accounts. If we determine that any activity has violated our policies or is fraudulent in nature, we take the actions we deem appropriate. American Airlines no longer offers the Lifetime AirPass, but does offer an AirPass product.
As far as Mr. Vroom's concerned, there were no restrictions on whom he could fly where and for what reason. His lawyer argues that everything Jack Vroom did was legal, including a small number of payments he agrees he received for flying people as his companion. He says restrictions to the companion ticket were introduced later without the approval of his client.
He was never presented with the opportunity to change the contract. He would not have, but he was never presented the opportunity. They, the heavy, American Airlines unilaterally changed it themselves.
Well, I want my air pass back. I gave them, 20-something years ago, I gave them $500,000, and they agreed in writing to let me fly with a companion of my choice anytime I wanted to, any place they go, first class, till I die, and I'm not dead.
It could be a while before he gets it back. The case can't move forward until American gets out of bankruptcy court, which won't happen until later in the year. So until then, Jacques Vroom is grounded.